news and I got some bad news. The good news, I am the bad news. And in this video, we're back in Brooksville, Florida to check out the second half of the Made of Steel car audio show. This first one's one of those must demo builds. Before I even came to Made of Steel, a couple different people were telling me, bro, you gotta get a demo in Salt Shaker. And I'm so glad I did. Shout out to Matt and Team Audio Freak, because that thing is wild. 16 SALT 6Ks to power 16 SDDN 15s. Full steel cage, some kind of fancy, basically plastic window, battery rack sticking out under the back bumper. Even the stand for his radio had 4 Sundown 8s in it, with thumb covers from custom speaker pods. And then under the hood, there was 3 brand X alternators to supply the lithium. And watching other people getting demos in this is really crazy because there's points where like you can't hear anything because the bass is so low. You just see the wind just shaking everything. Like, it's really crazy. And I'm super happy that I got a chance to get a demo in. Looks like he got the LS out of a Corvette, like, just damn. A couple SALT 2-channel amp in the center console. This next car is one that there was no way I was not gonna get a demo from because I didn't get a demo from his other build, Kraken, at Showdown, and it actually ended up winning Best of Show.
2025 Showdown Best of Show goes to the Kraken. Where's John Hart at?
So it was like, I'm definitely not missing it. It was John's Audio Ace Excursion called Clockwork. All the drivers are Audio Ace and all the amps are from Stetsom. He was running 12 Jester 15s on 6 Bravo 8Ks. Something like 438 amp hours of lithium, 3 8s, 2 6.5s, and 2 tweeters per cargo door. And then just this like beautiful epoxy swirl like all throughout the whole build. Like, it's super, super clean. Very nicely done, man. And the cool thing is that he had a little system info sheet on the passenger window. So when you're getting a demo and you're getting your little selfie, you actually got the whole system like right there, like broken down for you. So definitely pretty handy. 2 brand X alternators to supply the 438 amp hours of lithium. 4 8s, 4 6.5s, and 3 tweeters per door. I want to go ahead and put the disclaimer right here. I can't guarantee 100% accuracy. Unfortunately, I can actually guarantee it's not going to be 100% accurate. Generally speaking, the information should be pretty spot on, but if you catch any mistakes, you are not only welcome, you are encouraged to correct me in the comments. Next up, you might recognize this build. It's JP's Tahoe, who's the owner of Down4Sound. 15 JP 10-4s in the back. 10 hexacone 8s, 10 tweeters, and a horn per door. In the back, he's got 9 NSv5 18s. There's also 9 tweeters and 10 hexacone 8s in each cargo door, and at least 5 Mechman alternators. Big 32s, and it gets down pretty good. Awesome, man.
Thanks, you're so awesome, man.
Some Drippin F30 out there looking super clean. Didn't really check it out in too much detail, but somebody tag him. Around this time, I realized that there was an entire other section of like car show that had a whole bunch of other cars. I feel like I wouldn't be giving you the full picture if we didn't at least talk about it real fast, you know what I mean? Like this bagged and patinaed out Fleetwood, just beautiful. All the chrome was chromy, all the metal was rusty, just the way it should be. Like, oh, just, this is patina done right. And then there's a C10, and this is perfect. Still got the factory paint, but a little patina around the edges, and you know, big turbo, might have been a supercharger, I didn't see a belt, but either way, just very nice. I think it's a Denali with the Escalade face. Had like the comic book painting on it, you know, looking nice. Had to take a look at the clean bagged hardbody. And then this K truck definitely caught my eye. Not just because the truck, which was already, you know, clean enough in its own right, but then he had the matching Honda Ruckus trike, and that thing is just awesome. I've been wanting the Ruckus for a long time, and seeing the trike version, I'm like, oh, that would be even doper, because then I could put a system in it. This Ranger just sitting on the doors. Seen this Blazer Lowrider from Lowlife with like a KC 2 times. And then the bag 2-door Tahoe from Unique with the panoramic sunroof. Very nice. This turbo hardbody. But back to the audio builds. I gotta give a really big shout out to Johan, who gave me a demo in his Fiesta. For one, he actually recognized me. So I make most of my videos about my car and about my homies' cars here in San Diego. So to know that like my stuff is getting play in all these different corners of the country and all these different corners of the world, man, that's really cool. So if you ever see me at a show, please feel free to say what's up. Like you are not only welcome, you are encouraged. And Johan was one of those people, and I got to check out his Fiesta. He was running 2 Resilient Sounds Platinum 15s on 2 strapped JP23s. He had a center rear fill with 2 PRV 6.5s and 2 horns.
96 amp hour headway with a 250 Brain X alt.
But unfortunately, due to a bad balancer, shortly after Made of Steel, there was a fire.
Oh my god, that's crazy, bro.
And the car was a total loss. So, shouts out to Johan for letting me get a demo. That's super unfortunate, man. That shit sucks. According to him, lesson learned, the balancer is not the place to cheap out. Everybody please be careful with these electrical systems in our cars. Shit can get real fast. Back to the less sad stuff. Next is Russ's Jeep. He's running 4 Scar EVL 18s on a Terram's MD12K. Really love the utilitarian tweeter pods. Keep it simple. Seen this mirror wrapped Volkswagen cruising around the show a bunch of times. It was nice. Looks like a fun build, you know? 2 DD15s with the purple fur wrap. It's got what looks like a DD 8-inch woofer, a DS18 2 concrete audio tweeters, and a horn in each door. Don't get it confused though, you don't have to go all out with building your own custom doors like this. If you want to add a couple speakers to your doors without doing a complete fiberglass job or a complete wood panel door, Custom Speaker Pods probably has what you need. Make sure you use the links down in the description, use code DBN at checkout, and not only will you be helping support this channel, but you can actually save some money at the same time. And let me know down in the comments if you've been seeing that ad. 315 Customs was out there with the switch panels, a bunch of 3D printed accessories, you know, bass knobs and all that kind of stuff. Seen this Suburban out there with the Rogue speakers tucked behind the bumper. Going to these kind of shows is dangerous because I'm just getting ideas out here. Checked out Ben's, I think it was a Chevy van, 4 Sundown Zv6 18s, 4 Ruthless 8500s. He sent it pretty hard while it was actually supposed to be cooling down, so we ended up getting some funny noises. So if you ever give me a demo, I appreciate the full send, but don't break nothing, you know? But if you're gonna break something, let me know so I can hit record. Like, don't let me miss if you're gonna break something, but don't break it for me. And I was super blown away by how big like the enclosure is for his subs and how much space he still has for toolboxes in the back. And that was a really windy demo, but I'll be honest, that one was also a very hot demo. It felt like the wind was coming straight out of an oven and into my face. Like I was having Iraq flashbacks. Next to Ben was this green Jeep, and this thing was stupid clean. 4 kicker Warhorse amps, which I think are 3,500 each, to power 4 kicker Solo X L7 15s. And then 2 more Warhorse amps for the mids and highs. He also had a system diagram, and another thing that he had on display was his cleanest install plaque that he got from Eastbound Get Down. And honestly, checking out the build, it is super clear to see why. That build is just crazy clean. He had Bama 6.5s and tweeters in the rear fills, and also had 2 of each on each door. And this thing had no problem holding 15 plus volts while floating a flag. This DS18 Yukon was super clean. I didn't really get much information on the system and all that, but super clean setup. Looked like 310s in the doors, a couple tweeters. And I know it was back there, but it was clean, whatever it was. This next one, I'm very happy to announce that I did get a demo from. Pinky Coleman's Pink Suburban. Just an outstanding build. Just super clean, you know what I mean? Gotta love the stitching. Bolted windshield. You know, got the passenger window out of what looks like an armored car or something like that. A real serious build. They had 4 Deaf Bonce AAK 20Ks, and they were powering 8 Deaf Bonce, what I think are the 3515s. Just a crazy build. Each cargo door, there was 9 Sylvester 6.5s, 4 Timpano horns, and 4 what I think are the T25 tweeters, and then 8 more Sylvesters and 4 more tweeters in each rear door, and then 10 Sylvesters and 4 tweeters in each front door. Just an insane build in all categories, you know what I'm saying? Super clean, super loud. Next, we're gonna check out Charles's Tahoe from Team Ain't Loud. Had 3 JP93s to power 6 Zv6 18s. Stack fab seats are always just a treat for the eyes. You know, it's just crazy to see. And it's got the fur so you can like literally see the bass. You gotta love stuff like that, you know what I mean? 10 Apocalypse Neos in the doors.
I don't get mad, I just get paid.
And then 3 Brand X to power everything.
My clientele, for what? I'm sorry for the wait. I couldn't handle look down.
And that was like some wind and some pressure even with the doors open. You gotta love that. As somebody who doesn't even have it with the doors closed, it's like, damn, that's goals. One day, one of these days, I'm gonna have the door open and still put in some pressure and some wind. Seen this clean Civic called Cold Topic. Looked like it's pretty much Rogue audio everywhere. Had a ADA tweeter and a horn in each rear fill. And I really like the amp rack, you know, simple and effective, you know what I mean? Teramps 3K, Down4Sound JP63s, a PRV something, and then 2 Precision Power A300s, which is an amp from the 90s. In the doors, there were 6 6.5s, 3 tweeters, and 3 horns.
Damn.
And I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I seen this Regal on 30s. If you've known me for a while, or you've just seen enough of my content, you know I actually used to have a Regal on some big wheels. I was only riding 22s. But unfortunately, that one did not make the trip back to California when I moved back. So anyway, yeah, clean Regal. Dude made me reminisce on the 86 Regal that I used to ghost ride around Hawaii. Do as I say, not as I do. And then his homie in the Range Rover with the floaters. I know it's not everybody's style, but hey, I'm for all of it. If your car is a little less practical and a little more cool than it came from the factory, I'm for that. And if cool is defined by you, I'm even more for that. What somebody else is talking about. Build your car the way you like it, period. Anyway, moving on. Is this a Respect All Builds channel? Yeah, it is. That don't mean you gotta love it. That just means don't be a hater. Let people like shit. The that got to do with you. That's all I'm saying. This next one is one that I gotta admit, I was pretty happy to meet dude because his build is well known and is infamous on the internet. We're checking out LogSchneider's Elogtra with 2 Sundown SALT 6Ks to power 2 Sundown Zv6 18s. And a little Hyundai Elogtra. I love shit like that. What I also really love about this build is that this is a build that pretty much like personifies build what you want the way you want. Full gold alligator interior, you know what I mean? Super, super classy. 6 Sundown 6.5s and a giant horn right there on the door. An actual functional doorknob. A really cool look at night. Just an overall really awesome build. And what I really like about it is it's just different. I'm gonna just do what I want because that's what I want. And I love that, man. That is what this channel is all about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do my DIY, is because I want to build my shit my way. If I want to throw some lights under my box, I'm gonna throw some lights under my box, you know? If somebody else thinks it's corny, I don't care. I think it's cool. And that's why I love the Elogtra, because it like personifies build for your own taste, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it actually gets down. And that's definitely a car that I'll be getting another demo from the next time I see it, just because it's a cool build. I will get a demo in that car again, just so that I can get out of it and use the doorknob. I cannot explain to you enough how much I am in support of dumb shit like that. I almost didn't even mention the AstroTurf. That's just classy. And since you're watching my channel, I'm assuming you watch some other car audio YouTubers, which means you've definitely heard of my man Bass with Kev. Pretty cool, I got to see him out there. If you don't know his channel, you should definitely go check it out. He's another player in the game. See my man James Dempsey out there of Max Hertz Audio. He was doing a giveaway. I had to give a little shout out to him because he's been a subscriber for a minute, so appreciate you, James. And I gotta give a quick shout out to this next one, Alan, who goes by Hella Bass Guy, and on YouTube and all the socials and stuff like that. Make sure you check him out in the Jeepers Creepers Jeep. 320 Megman 370 Stinger. I didn't actually get a shot of his enclosure, but he has 9 Sundown E-Hybrid 12s. And I really hate that I didn't get a demo from him because he's a subscriber. He actually had this really cool sticker on his window, but I'm happy to announce there's a new version out. These ones come in a few colors. I got red, green, black, and white for right now. You're gonna wanna get one. All the loud cars are starting to have them, so hit the Cash App, the Venmo, the PayPal, the Bad News, DABADNEWZ, just like it says on the sticker. $3 each, 2 for $5, and $2 shipping if I need to ship it to you. If not, if you see me out and about, just know I got that shit on me. Get yours today. And honestly, you can also help just by clicking a link in the description. Those are affiliate links, which means that as an affiliate, I'll receive a small commission and it'll cost you nothing extra. In fact, sometimes it comes with a discount. So it's really a win-win situation. And I just greatly appreciate that. Anyway though, he had 3 Slaps Shock 5Ks, 3 8s in the horn per door, little Slaps 4-channel. And then the last demo that I got of the first full day was from Trevor. He has something like 1,500 amp hours of lithium, 500 something amps behind each rear door, and then another 400 in the back. The reason he had all that battery power was because he had 4 Ruthless 10Ks to power 4 DC level 6 18s. And besides the Ruthless 10Ks, the entire build was DC. One thing I really liked about his build is just the addition of the mirrors makes it so classy. And what's really crazy is that this is a brand new build that they just finished and he blew the windshield. In each door, he had 4 6.5s, an 8, and a horn. He had temperature monitors on each of the subs, so he could monitor the temperature in real time. And speaking of temperature monitors, you can just tell in this demo that I was done. And for all my California, all my West Coast people, I mean basically anybody not from the South who may consider going to a show like Made of Steel, it's different. Like, you need to plan. Like, it is not some shit you can just go down there and just expect to just show up and just do all regular. And yeah, this next build is one of the most highly anticipated builds I think of Made of Steel. It's the homie Brian's H2 Hummer Stormtrooper. It was chilling over there at the Big Jeff and B2 audio booth. Full B2 audio build, 30-inch 4Gs, 12 Rage 6.5s, and 6 Rage H1 tweeters in each door. A couple down low on the center console, some big acrylic Stormtrooper helmets on the back of the seats, and then also pretty much just everywhere throughout the build, including on each magnet of the 24 B2 Rage XL12s. They were grabbing power from 4 Rage 012s, and they were on this giant like swing out amp rack. I'm including this part because I just love the dedication that comes with this bass head. Oh shit. Oh. While I was getting a demo from Brian, one of the subs actually popped out of one of the walls. Damn! And unfortunately, because the way his is shaped, it's really hard for anybody to get back there unless you're shaped kind of like me, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to get back there and like hold the sub up and like try to get it back in place, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to get the leverage to hold it up there and bust out the drill and like put it back in place. But luckily the homie Dave was able to climb in there. He was able to hold it up, kind of shoved a 2x4 in there to hold the sub in place, and then it was able to give him just enough assistance that he could hold it up and add some like bigger screws.
Oh, that looks like it's gonna do it.
You got it.
There you go.
Got it.
My man Dave just saved the Stormtrooper. And then of course, obviously, he earned himself a little celebratory demo after all was said and done. And I like shit like this because it just illustrates how real things are, you know what I'm saying? Things happen. And the cool thing about the show environment is that the attitude is to get it back right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right there, sound authority.
It's Dave.
Dave, right there. Came through like a champ.
And personally, I'm just somebody who fully believes in that type of mentality. Definitely shout out to Brian. I will see you in Albuquerque, if not at another show sooner. After checking out Stormtrooper, I cruised around the DVA booth. At the DVA booth, a bunch of Sky High equipment, a bunch of Rogue equipment, acrylic engraving.
That is awesome.
Bunch of wiring, bunch of fun bass head accessories. They also had builds like Windy Mistress 2.0, Tropical Pressure, Windy City Bourbon, Resurrected, and then I forget what Otis's build is called. The Otis build, the Otis van. A lot of solid builds over there. Like this next one, Tyler's Pin Monkey. Pin Monkey had 3 Teramps 12Ks to power 8 XV3 15s in a super unique layout, you know what I mean? And I really like the wood and just like the finish of everything, like really cool build. SFB4 channel. Super simple doors with 2 PRV 6.5s and 2 horns. After I checked out Pin Monkey, I was pretty much directed to check out Tropical Pressure. And I gotta give a big shout out to Darian, or Audio Aladdin. And not only was he the one that told me I need to check it out, but he actually helped me get some footage. And that's just solid. From one photo video guy to another, that's how we do it, you know what I mean? That thing was crazy. 6 Soundcube 10Ks to power 16 Sky High FMX 15s. One of those builds that you look back at and you're like, no f***ing way. Had this like free-handed artwork on the roof, and then, you know, 4 6.5s and 4 tweeters for the doors. Obviously, if you guys been watching this channel for a minute, you know I'm not gonna just walk by a Scion. Even if I don't get a real in-depth look at it, I'm gonna at least go check it out. I'm seeing this 2nd gen TC out there. Looks like 2 Resilient 15s. I don't think there's a big car audio event in the United States that's complete without a big Sky High car audio booth. All the usual stuff you'd expect from a Sky High booth. All the sound cued, all the Sky High, bass knobs, the gate lead, the Phi, this clean bike. I'm not even into motorcycles like that, but I'd ride this one. Seen this rad van, 3 10s and 8 horns in each cargo door, and then 3 more 10s on each side of the cargo area itself. 12 15s in the 6th order. And a pair of Corzus Revolution 7500s and 3Ks. Thing was definitely making some noise. I gotta give a massive shout out to this next one, Jeff's Audi. And the reason I gotta give a massive shout out to Jeff is because as soon as he saw me, he asked if I had my stickers on me. And that just told me like, okay, this dude knows.
Just 2 Resilient Sound Gold B212s.
On a JP63.
Clamps about 3,500 watts.
He had 2 Stetsom Bravo 2Ks and then a 800.4 for the mids and highs. He had 3 Claire SPL 8s and some compression tweeters in each door, and obviously you could tell by the doors that they're still under construction.
Yeah, I'm fried. I just blew a text on the strip club on a Wednesday.
Big shout out to Jeff for letting me check out the Audi and giving me a demo. After the demo in Jeff's Audi, I seen this full DS18 Kia Soul. Looked like 4 tweeters and 3 8s in each door. And then the rears were under construction, but it looked like they were gonna be pretty nasty. And while I didn't actually catch what he had in the enclosure, he was powering them with 2 Hooligan 10Ks, so I'm sure it was doing some damage. This next one we're checking out is Jim's Ram 1500. It's a full DC build with 10 level 6 15s on 5 9Ks. And as you can see, he's normally running 12 of the 15s on 6 9Ks, but 2 of the subs decided that they wanted to do their own thing, so he had some plugs and he was just running 10 of them. But even with only 10 15s, he was getting down pretty damn good. He was powering the 9Ks with 2 Mechman 400s and had a 3rd alternator to power the actual truck. In the doors, there were 6 8s and 4 tweeters, and I don't remember exactly what he said he had, but I know that truck had no problem holding voltage. I I am definitely looking forward to the next show that I get to do down in Florida. But you don't have to wait till the next one to check out more show coverage. You can actually check out this video, which is from the Showdown, which is the biggest car audio show on the West Coast. And at the time, it was the biggest car audio show that I'd ever been to. But yeah, if you're into this kind of content, you should definitely check out that one because that's pretty much all I got for this one. So I'll see the bad news first.